This is Dennis with Impatient Creations, and I get an opportunity to show you really neat, classic muscle car. Now, this is a muscle car. It's a 1968 Camaro, a really, really neat street machine. It has been beefed up, made to be a performance car, not just a lot of engine, but a performance car. And so you'll really, really enjoy this. I'm looking forward to telling you all about it. We did the paint work about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 7, so it still looks real nice. But what I want to do is go over the car with you a little bit. Sam had some very specific requirements on the car. We tried to follow them to the letter. I think we did. But every place that you look on this car is really unique, and it's very much Sam, the owner, what his needs were and what he wanted to see and what he didn't want to see and how he wanted it to look. So when we get to open up the hood, when we get up underneath the undercarriage, when you get to the interior of the trunk, it's all just exactly like Sam wanted it. All these stripes are buried. That's the way we do them. The interior of the engine compartment is, the color goes all the way down in the interior. It showcases the engine. We've recently done some engine work with him and some chassis work, strengthening some things. We are now about 515, 517 at the rear wheels and a little over 500 in torque at the rear wheels. So you folks that do the arithmetic know that that's over 600 horsepower at the crankshaft. So that's the power plant. Now the neat thing is when we get up underneath the car, you'll see exactly how that power is actually put to the ground, and you'll also notice that it has drag radials in the back, and for those of you that like that, it bites. So this thing kicks up and goes. So if you see this car out and you think you got something, be careful with this car, okay? So now we're looking in the engine compartment, and what we have is an LS3, but it has been bored and stroked to a 408 size. For those that like to do the arithmetic, it's 6.7 liters. This is the one that's right now producing it at the crankshaft a little over 600 horsepower. It has a fast injection system, and of course you can't have a muscle car in Alabama without air conditioning. So it's air conditioned. You will notice the compartment is the same color as the exterior of the car. It is finished. It is detailed. You don't see a bunch of hoses and wiring and computers sitting around. It's all dressed right dressed. It has cold air induction. We have a radiator here that fits in the pretty much the stock location with all the fans and everything, so that you can be in traffic with this car and it'll cool the engine, and the air conditioner won't cut off. It'll continue to cool. We did run the stripes on into the engine compartment with these panels that we touched and fabricated for this. It does not have power brakes, and it is a 6-speed manual, so it has the clutch and reservoir, everything right here on the firewall. You'll notice that the bottom of the hood is also painted body color and high gloss. So we tried to do every detail in here just exactly like Sam wanted it. We're now looking at the interior, and what you're going to see here is a lot of originality is in here, but when you get into the appointments of comfort, you're going to find seats that hug you and keep you in place. You're going to see a console in here. As I mentioned before, it has the deep dish cup holders in it, so that regardless of what his performance needs are at that time, it will keep the drink from splashing around. It is a 6-speed, it is air conditioned, and it has a stock radio appearance to it, but the radio has 4 channels in it. It is Bluetooth. It's really state of the art, but it's all in an original radio. That's a special offering that we have here, and we've just had tremendous luck out of that. And then we can add subs and different speaker combinations as you like. So the back seats appointment look the same as the fronts, with the audio system back here and a special hat rack. And here in the trunk, you can see that we've got the amplifier and the connections for the speakers and adjustments that you can do on the amplifier from right here in the trunk. So it's an all business car, no matter where you live.